Hey, I'm Lorenzo Clark, and this is Vegas Nonstop with Jonathan Scott.
Hey, everybody, I'm Scott, and welcome to Vegas Nonstop.
Vegas Nonstop.
Vegas Nonstop.
And we are here at the Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel, just 300 west of here, just right off Las Vegas Boulevard. And I think Lorenzo is going to start us off with a little magic.
Wow. Well, it is Las Vegas, and we are the city of magic. So I'm going to try this little handkerchief trick here. I have a little handkerchief, and then as if by magic, look at that. Oh! Yes, yes. An empty glass of shampoo.
And there's nothing in your sleeve.
No, nothing in my sleeve. I don't know if you know this. The original champagne glass was sculpted from the breast of Marie Antoinette. Did you know that?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that.
What you don't know is that the 44-ounce big cup was sculpted after Dolly Parton. Come on, you said that. All right. Now I'm gonna do a trick. You got to help me out.
We're gonna help a little bit.
Up higher, a little higher. Yeah, a little higher.
A little higher.
Just like that. And then without any further ado, look at that!
Alien Tequila!
Alien Tequila, which just happens to be our sponsor.
That's right. Shout out to George Harris, our sponsor for Vegas Nonstop. Thank you, George. Yeah. And let's make it a little bit disappear.
Let's have a drink.
I want to make
the champagne and the shampoo glass?
Sure. Yeah.
There you go. You
well,
taste
Marie
Antoinette's.
shampoo.
There
we go.
Okay. Anyone else?
Somebody drinking?
We got to work tonight. We got to work tonight. You're ending your work day, and we're just starting ours because tonight here at the Ahern Hotel, we have our A-Stars comedy show with our headliner, the great Ed Regine.
Hey,
the comedy machine.
Hello,
That's right.
everybody.
And the machine Regine.
Yeah.
And SideShowBert.
Yes, SideShowBert.
That's right, SideShowBert.
In the house.
An amazing juggler and purveyor of unnatural acts.
I like to start with a toast.
Oh, it's toast you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys aren't drinking, but I'll toast to our audience.
Yes.
And I'll use my girlfriend Melissa's toast, which is, may the only pain you feel in life be champagne.
Champagne. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
Yeah, a lot of people were doing tributes to Robin Leach this week. I don't know
I'm
if it
Robin
was
Leach.
special.
In a former life, I was a Robin.
He was a great friend and just a great guy. Anyway, I'm going to take a little sip of this
Absolutely.
alien.
Yeah.
It's an abduction in every glass.
How's the nose? Yeah, it's out of this world. That's what I say about alien tequila. It's out of this world.
But I have a friend that doesn't even know really what that is. He calls it champagne.
Oh, champagne.
Champagne.
Look, Mo.
He said, I'm
Champagne.
drinking champagne. I'm like, what is that?
Well, now we can take care of the business part and talk about what's happening here at Ahern and A-Stars Comedy. Woman Ed is going to be here tonight.
I'm here.
SideShowBert's going to be here tonight. And Lorenzo's here every night.
Every night,
He lives
yeah.
here. He lives in the back. He's got a cot set up back.
Yeah, we also have a special guest who you will recognize.
Birthday, right?
Yeah, from
Fielding West?
Well, Fielding West, that's going to be Saturday.
Oh.
Okay, so Saturday afternoon from 4 to 5:30, we're doing a special version of the A-Stars comedy show with a Fielding West
Topless.
birthday spectacular. That's right. He's not wearing a hat.
It's gonna be
None of us
topless.
are wearing hats. Yes, exactly. And it's going to be Fielding West and SideShowBert and great comedy magicians, Bodine Belasco, Jason R. Smith, and Stacy Stardust. And myself. So it's going to be
Stacy Stardust.
yes, the lovely Stacy Stardust of the Sin City Circus Sisters fame.
Of the who?
Yes,
The Sin City Sisters. Can you say that 3 times?
The
Sin City Sisters.
Circus Sisters. And I can. Okay, but she will be here, and also Fielding West himself will be performing his famous act with Bob the Bird. So it's going to be a great show. That's 4 o'clock, 4 to 5:30 here. Saturday afternoon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in addition to our regular A-Star show, and that's Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night at
7
8
o'clock?
o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Doors open at 7 o'clock. We do a pre-show party here in the showroom with amazing food specials and great drinks, and we have party music and funny videos.
All right, calm down. We've got an hour.
We got an hour.
we got plenty of time here.
He's excited.
Lorenzo's really
I am
excited.
excited.
Even though he's not with us today, I want to mention that our friend Brian Ahern's got a special concert coming up.
That's right.
On Sunday. This
Yes.
Sunday.
More than a friend. He is
Owner of the property.
Yeah, he's the owner of the hotel and truly one of the greatest instrumentalists you'll ever see in my life.
I've never heard him.
9-piece contemporary pop orchestra.
He is amazing.
Some of the John Williams music. It's going to be a great concert in the, I want to call it the atrium, but you've given it a name.
You could call it atrium. It's our new center stage venue.
Center stage.
So if you remember the original Lucky Dragon layout, or if you were here recently, you may have seen our center bar, which is an octagonal center bar. Well, we said, hey, let's just put a stage on top of that, which is what we did. And now there's a 9-piece piano, and there's or 9-foot piano.
There's a 9-piece piano.
And
You've got to put it together.
There's going to be a 9-piece band.
It's a Lego
But
band.
there's a 9-foot Baldwin piano. That's how good looking it is. It's a 9-foot piano, and he's going to be playing that on Sunday.
How many
Sunday.
keys?
Sunday, 88.
88?
88 keys.
It's an
Yeah.
88 key piano.
Yeah, an 88
There are
key.
pianos with less keys.
Some are black and some are white.
That's right. That's right. Ebony.
There are
and
pianos.
ivory.
Some of the electric pianos don't have 88 keys, but most of them do.
Yeah.
And also, there's the special for Mexican Independence Day on the 16th of September. Tickets are on sale now. The great Paul Rodriguez is going to be here for Mexican Independence
That's
Day.
right.
Talk a little bit about
yeah,
that.
you want to get your tickets on Eventbrite for that. That's going to be Monday, September 16th, which is the actual Mexican Independence Day. We're going to have Banda de Sinaloa, which is like a 12-piece mariachi style Mexican band, really authentic.
And you got to put them together.
Yes, and yes, exactly. And then Paul Rodriguez doing a great show at 8 o'clock. So that party starts really at 4 o'clock. We're doing happy hour specials. We've got tequila tasting. Alien Tequila is sponsoring the event. We got tequila tasting.
You guys are not drinking.
We got the
That's
water.
right. Nacho
We
water.
got Ahern water.
Yeah, we got Ahern water. We're gonna have nachos and all kinds of great fiesta activities, and maybe even a piñata.
You
Can I
know,
do
I
another
went to
shameless
school
plug?
with her.
Yes, do a shameless
I went
plug.
to school with her.
The
Piñata?
food here
No,
is fabulous.
Oh, mariachi. Oh,
Mariachi. The food here, by
Thank
the
you,
way,
good night.
Joel's
I'll be here all week, folks.
All weekend. We'll be
You're
here all weekend.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to get to you in a second, Ed, I promise. But I love the food here, and I love Chef Joel. And the Chop House is just amazing. It's a steakhouse, but it's much, much more. And if you're going to come and see the concert on Sunday, make a reservation for dinner.
Yes.
And do dinner and a show.
Dinner to show, absolutely.
And hey, if you really want to get lucky, book a room.
Yeah, that's
Get
right.
a room,
That's right.
dinner, a show, and who knows what could
You don't
happen.
have to drive home
Alien tequila.
after having some alien tequila. That's right. It's out of this world.
And so I'm very happy also to announce that you're going to have our friend, Jackie
Yes.
the Joke Man Martling is going to be here in October.
That's right.
10th, 11th, and 12th.
That's right.
Tickets are on sale for Jackie. I haven't opened it.
Joke
I don't know that
Man.
it works, but we could try it.
Yes. Or you want to try it?
Yeah, I think we should
Okay.
try it. And then we're
All right,
gonna
give it a
get
shot.
to our guests in a second.
So the weekend before Jackie Marlene, we have the great magician Rocco.
Oh, Rocco.
Magician.
I hear he's
He's as
fabulous.
good as he gets. That's going to be the early show, and then we're doing a late show with Larry Wilmore.
Oh,
Yes, from the Minority Reports, and
Yeah, you were telling me about him.
yeah, he's going to be here as well, and so we just keep getting more and more great.
And the hits just keep on
The
coming.
hits keep coming.
Might need batteries.
Yes, I had a feeling
Might
that
need
it wasn't
batteries.
going to work.
That's what I was. Yeah. That's what
I
was-
never opened it
It's
before.
like Stan Can. It's like you're thinking, like, I should have probably looked at that beforehand and maybe.
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
put the
next time
batteries
we'll
in
have
it.
batteries in it.
Probably works better with
Did
batteries.
you hear the one about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we talk about Jackie the Joke Man again,
Yeah.
probably next week.
Yes.
We will have this machine
We'll have batteries.
fully batteried.
It'll be battery
Yes,
operated.
it'll be all charged up, and that will be shocking.
Yes. Oh, shocking. You made it funny. That was-
And I think it's a clean. It's cleaner than Jackie is in person, by the way.
Okay.
The box thing is. But Jackie's got all kinds of stuff. He's got all kinds of merch. And if you've never seen Jackie was the lead comedy writer for the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, yes.
For
Really?
12 years.
Oh yeah.
And if you like, the stand-up comedy in its truest form, I'd say that's Jackie the Joke Man.
Absolutely.
Because he was the joke.
Right.
And at the end of it, he plays a game called Stump the Joke Man.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is a lot
always
of
fun.
fun.
Yeah, and he was, as you said, was one of the original members of the Howard Stern
Yeah.
Morning Zoo crew there with Robin Givens and
From the beginning.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey, yeah.
That's right.
And you and I were talking about Rodney a little bit, last week as well, and everybody's got Rodney stories. Let's talk about our guest. Let's meet our guest, Ed Regine, the Comedy Machine.
Oh my God, where is he? Oh, there he is.
Yes.
1985, Ed made his first ever open mic appearance at a little comedy club in Providence, Rhode Island.
That's true.
Wow.
It was called Periwinkles.
Harry
Periwinkles.
Winkle.
was the
That's a
name of the
color,
club.
isn't it?
It was called Periwinkles.
Harry Winkle.
Yeah.
Hey, Rodney, what's it?
Did you grow up in Providence? Are you a Rhode
I
Island
was
guy?
born and raised in Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah.
I've got a really close friend named Pat Caddick. I don't know if you've ever met
No,
Pat.
don't know him.
He's another piano player,
No.
arranger. He just did a great
You know,
interview.
everybody thinks because Rhode Island is a small
So
state,
small and everybody knows
everybody knows everybody, but
Yeah.
that's really not true.
Yeah.
What I didn't know is that Providence is a big mountain town.
Huge.
No,
I didn't know that it was
Nobody
a
knew
mob.
that.
It was
No.
a mobbed up.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
know.
right.
Big prophets don't know what they're doing.
I'm from Chicago. You know.
That's our friend Jim McDonald. You guys know Jim McDonald?
Oh, Jim from
great
Providence,
comedian. Right, he does that joke. He goes, Providence is such a nice town. He goes, we don't even have crime. He goes, well, we do, but it's organized.
That's a funny line.
That's a funny line to Jim McDonald. Shout out to Jimmy Mac.
4 months after starting in 1985, Ed got his first paid gig. And that was
This
that
is your
Barry
life,
Winkles?
yeah, hey.
Barry Winkles decided to pay.
Barry Winkles, I got my first paid gig. It was 4 shows,
Uh-huh.
hosting, and $50.
All right.
That was hosting.
Oh, nothing's changed, has it?
It's about the rate here in Vegas.
Ed's been going strong ever since. In less than 2 years, Ed was headlining major comedy clubs all across America.
Can you believe it?
Yes, indeed.
Who wrote this? As the 90s approached, Ed moved into television.
Oh my God!
Pretty soon everybody's
It's
going to
kinda
have
cramped-
one.
It's kind of cramped in there, but I think it
We appeared on most comedy shows.
I did.
Right.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
You want to
Shows
know what they
include
were?
Yeah, I do.
Evening at the Improv, Caroline's Comedy Hour.
Now, did Bud
Showtime.
Friedman really need the monocle?
No, that was a prop.
It was a
Wait,
prop.
he got that from Colonel Clinton. Hogan.
And we're going to get there. For you regular viewers, we've been waiting because Lorenzo's favorite sitcom of all time was Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes, yeah.
Yeah.
We play a little game called Truth or Brown
Oh,
Sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we're going to do Hogan's Heroes in a little bit.
Right.
Prepare for
That'll be
that.
coming up, and we'll be talking monocles.
Yeah. So what's your favorite sitcom?
My favorite
Yeah.
sitcom was The Honeymooners.
Woo!
To the Moon, Alice. And now you couldn't do half of the
No,
stuff
you
that
couldn't.
Gleason was
That's why I
doing.
love it so much.
Oh, yeah.
You can see that again. You
Sideshow
can see that on
Electric.
regular TV now. You know.
I love it.
You know,
We
they
haven't
only
done the
did-
Honeymooners yet, but
You know, they only did 39 episodes.
that was my question. How many of them did they do?
Great 39, and that was it. And it was never rehearsed. It was live.
Yeah.
So if they
Yeah,
goofed
Gleason
up, they
didn't like
goofed
to
up.
rehearse, did he?
Yeah.
No.
It would
And if they
interfere with
goofed
his
up, they
drinking.
goofed up.
That's right.
And if you've never seen
And
the
Art Carney's a genius.
you've never seen
Yes.
the Gleason movie with our friend Brad Garrett,
Brad Garrett did an amazing job in that movie.
I think he
Shout
got
out
an
to
Emmy
Brad.
Award for it. But yeah, shout out to Brad Garrett.
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite sitcom?
I would probably say MASH. A
Another
great one, yeah.
war-related?
Yes,
we're gonna do
yes,
Hogan's Heroes,
yes.
but-
No, or I really like the Carol Burnett show, but I couldn't call that a sitcom.
That's not a sitcom,
No,
it's a
it's a
variety show.
And Gleason actually started as a
Yeah,
variety show. The
correct, yeah,
Honeymooners
those things.
was part of the variety show, and then they spun it off as the Honeymooners, right?
Yeah, it was a Jackie Gleason show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the variety show.
Miami
and
Beach.
then-
He did a sketch in there, like the Honeymooners, and then actually did a show on it.
Oh, yeah. And wasn't there two Joyce? There was two. Ed's wife. There was two of them.
Well, the original was
Trixie
Joyce
and-
Randolph was the original.
Uh-huh.
And then Jane Keane later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So there were two
You're
Trixies.
gonna have to come back for when we
There
do
were two Trixies.
that one.
Yeah,
Um,
two Trixies.
So you were on MTV. What'd you do on MTV?
MTV, I did, it was MTV.
MTV Half Hour Comedy Hour, yeah.
Oh, they had a
Yeah.
well, one of them just passed away. One of the original hosts on
The
MTV.
DJs?
Yeah, one of the DJs.
Glenn?
No, the guy.
Still alive.
Oh,
Kurt Loder?
I think it was Kurt
I
Loder.
have no idea.
Okay.
Anyway,
I
comedy
know it
sitcom.
wasn't Totally Pauly, because Totally Pauly is totally out there.
Was that Paul
Shout out to the Weasel buddy. The Weasel aliens, buddy.
Showtime and HBO, as well as a live pay-per-view from Sony Studios in New York City.
Woo! Yes.
That's good stuff.
In the late 90s, Ed began performing on luxury cruise liners as well as major corporate events. All you guys have cruise stories.
Well,
yes.
you know, when
That's-
the clubs, when the
Some
club
better than
stuff,
others.
Yeah. I call it Vegas's Navy because literally there was at one point, and I remember doing cruise ships when it was ocean liners and the lounge was a dance floor with a little 12-inch riser with a three-piece
Yeah,
band.
right,
Yeah, exactly. And then I saw that transition happen in the 90s when the ships just became bigger and bigger, and these theaters grew from being these little tiny 500-seat lounges to these 1,500, 2,000-seat, unbelievable double, triple balcony, state of the art. Yeah, all the bells and whistles. Really an amazing place to perform as entertainers. So as entertainers, we
And the
love
reason-
going out on the cruises.
the reason that I graduated to, I don't know if it's graduated, completion or not, but the trains, I don't know what
Transition.
Kind of a
You gotta be
lateral.
careful when you say trans.
That's what I'm choosing my words carefully.
Edwina.
It's sort of a lateral move, but because the clubs had dried up, there wasn't really a lot of clubs that
That's right.
do stand up, and the money got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper,
Right.
and the ships were offering good money.
Yeah.
And it was you had a really good week. You could lounge around for a few days,
That's
do
right.
a couple of shows here and there,
Yeah.
eat whenever you want, and all that good stuff. So it was great, and
Well,
I
I
did
still-
it.
yeah, I
I
still
did it
have
for
friends.
22 years.
Lance Montalto, who you had here.
Sure,
Lance,
yes,
he's
Lance
a
is
big
great, yeah.
cruise guy, and
He does
over
like
to Japan right now out of Alaska.
is that where Lance is?
Yeah, he's
I
up
think he
in,
does like 40, 45 weeks a
He
year.
does a lot.
That's a lot.
That's why I came to see him. I couldn't even stay for the show, but I just wanted to see him because he's here so infrequently.
Yeah.
And my friend Adrian Zemed, and these guys tell me stories of what happens below.
Yeah.
Below decks. as they
Below
say, yes.
deck, when he's
Below
got,
deck, yes.
Yes.
5 days, 6 days on a ship, and you get to know each other pretty well.
Some days, sometimes longer than that.
Yes.
In the year 2000,
All right.
Ed relocated to
Oh,
Hollywood
we're getting closer. That's only 24 years ago.
to pursue your acting career.
Yes.
What were you thinking there?
I don't know. I moved to LA and I just wanted to try acting. I thought that I could be okay at it,
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the movies that you did. I mean, it shows you worked with Tom Hanks, Al Pacino, Barbara Hershey, Philip Seymour Hoffman, John Savage, Rip Torn, Linda Blair.
Just to name a few.
Just a name drop. We're gonna do a
We're
show
not
called
name
Name
dropping,
Drop.
are we?
Yeah.
But talk about some of the movies that you've done, because I know they're.
I did Charlie Wilson's War with Tom Hanks.
That's great.
I spent 4 days on set with him. Very nice guy, very friendly. Next door neighbor kind of guy I had to deal with. Kind of guy, just a regular guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he would drive. He'd come to the lot in a Prius.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Kind of guy he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that, and I did Next Stop Wonderland.
Yeah, I don't know that I
Seymour
saw that.
Hoffman was in it. Yeah,
Who was in it?
Hope Davis.
Okay.
And she just did a big thing on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did that. I did The Mouse with John Savage, it was a boxing movie.
Okay.
I've got 45 movie credits.
That's right. You can Google his IMDb.
You go to
page.
IMDb and show
Well, that's where I got this.
45
right.
movie credits.
That's where this right up is.
I'm not going to name all
40,
45.
don't name all of them.
movies.
I think your printer might have run out of ink there.
But Lorenzo and I have had this conversation. It's been kind of an ongoing one for a while now. That stand-ups can act, but actors can't do stand-up.
Isn't that
I
interesting?
mean, we can't even think of any actors that have transitioned, if I could use that word,
Uh-huh.
into being a stand-up.
If you saw The King of Comedy with Robert De Niro, where he played
Yes.
in the comic, he just didn't come across like a
No.
comic.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You kind of knew it was like,
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I
the
mean, Robert De
timing.
Niro.
Right. So even De Niro.
Yes.
As great as he is, doesn't have the timing.
Yeah, it was kind of like,
And speaking of which, well, another one of our friends we've had her on the A-Star shows, and I think he'll be coming back with the. It's coming.
Charlie Fleischer?
No, not with Charlie Fleischer. With
Sounds like.
the thing with the guy. Anyway, Stephen Pearl is coming back with Rick Overton.
oh, Rick
Yeah,
Overton.
Rick Overton.
Rick Overton
Yeah,
has
Rick
done
Overton is another great
tons of
character actor.
movies and
Yeah.
tons of
He's
TV shows.
he's going to be here at the end of November with Stephen Pearl, and they're going to do some improv stuff. It's an amazing show.
Yeah.
But Stephen Pearl does a bit where he does Al Pacino,
Al Pacino.
as a stand-up comedian,
Telling
and that
jokes.
is one of the telling jokes, and
Yeah.
that's one of the funniest
It's very
things you've ever
funny.
seen in your life. And
Very
so-
funny.
And I say this every week also, if you've never seen Lorenzo Clark do his stand-up, he does this memory bit, and I haven't seen the television one. I've only seen you do the movie blogs.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I haven't seen the television
That's
show
right.
one.
Right.
But
You're
you
going
got
to see the movie story. I'm doing the movie story this weekend.
Oh, the
So
movie
Thursday,
story.
Friday,
Right.
and Saturday night.
I love the movie.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you- I could barely know what day it is.
Yeah, I've seen
And he weaves it into a story.
Yeah.
It becomes a story.
Oh, it's
It's
great.
pretty fun.
It's a great bit.
It's great.
I see also now, and from my notes here, that you shared the stage with Billy Crystal, Rodney Dangerfield, Jamie Foxx, Dice. We were talking about Dice
I was
yesterday.
his opener for a year and a half.
Oh, there you go.
For Dice?
Yeah. Yeah, we toured all over the country for about a year.
How about Rodney? Did you have a Rodney story for us?
Yeah, I did. I used to work this club all the time, and then one night I'm headlining a comedy stop here in Las Vegas at the Tropicana, and Rodney comes in because it was his old room, and Bob Kephart, who was the booker, Rodney said, "Hey, we work for a little bit. You know, we can do a few jokes." And Kephart said, "No, because I don't trust you. You're not going to use language, and there's no F word in in this club, so I don't trust you. So Rodney comes backstage and he says to me, he says, hey, can you believe this guy? You know, so that's my Rodney story. He got all upset because Cat Power didn't put him on.
And my story is that I had a cigar magazine, and Rodney invited me to his condo on Wilshire, and I had a photographer with me from Chicago, and I knew I was in trouble when the doorman said, go to the vestibule. I don't know what a vestibule is. I don't know what's a vestibule. And of course, Rodney opened the door completely naked.
Wow.
Not a stitch of clothes. I said, come on in, fellas. Are you shooting from the neck up or the neck down? And I said, from the neck up, go put some clothes on.
He had a very beautiful woman with him. I think it was his wife.
Well, it was his wife. That's how I met him.
She was gorgeous.
Yeah, she was selling these long stem roses on the internet, and I asked. He said, I don't smoke cigars, but I'll hold. It was a cigar magazine, and it was very nice of him. He had a bong on the table. His eyes were like road maps. He had just gotten out of the steam room that he had in his condo, and almost every comedian I've talked to has got a naked Rodney story. He's like walking down Wilshire in his robe and his slippers.
Well, he used to wear the robe and slippers.
Yeah, I remember seeing
in his club, right?
I remember seeing him in the robe, and it was like gold with all the playing cards all over it. I was like, that's not the coolest robe. I don't know who has the robe, but
And if he crossed his legs, it wasn't a pretty sight.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photographer. He's looking at me.
You ever see a goat?
Neither one of us wanted to look at Rodney's shriveled up old wiener. You open for a lot of Michael
a little
McDonald.
bit like the face. No.
An abduction in every bottle.
Yes, it's out of this world. Alien Tequila.
Michael McDonald, that was at a football stadium in Lowell, Massachusetts, 15,000 people.
Wow.
And it was Michael McDonald and the Beach Boys were headlining.
Oh.
So Mike Clark, who was booking, he books the club in Boston, actually, and he said, Ed, you want to do this? And John Panette was there.
Oh, yeah.
I love John Panette.
Wait. John Panette was there, Anthony Clark was there, and another Jackie Flynn, no. And none of them wanted to go up. And Mike said to me, he said, you're not going to bail on me, are you? I said, no, because I have nothing to lose.
Yeah, right.
15,000 people, if they hate me, they, I got nothing to lose. So, and then I was doing props back.
Okay.
So, and they were having some trouble with the sound, and for about 45 minutes, you kept hearing, that's all you heard. So I get up on stage, the first thing I said was, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's one thing I'm not going to say tonight. Or two. And then I went from there, and it went great.
Oh, that's great.
So funny. Yeah, very well had that.
What's the most amount of people you juggled for?
I was on tour in Calgary at the Jubilee Auditorium, and that was another Jubilee in Edmonton. Probably 5,000 or 6,000.
Yeah.
Two balconies.
Yeah.
All the big rock bands.
That's a nice
toured
ride.
through there.
That's right.
That's a nice ride.
Yeah. It's weird. You had to really slow your timing down. You're like, hit a punchline, you're ready to go again, and like, wait, they're not done laughing yet.
Yeah,
So,
the wave.
There's the
You gotta ride the wave of laughter.
Takes a while before you think they're done, and then they're.
You know, when you're a little kid, some kids want to be firemen, policemen, or astronauts. Did you say, I want to be a juggler?
No.
How did that happen? Were you always just throwing things up in the air?
You were the body double for John Cena.
I was.
And then what happened?
I can kind of see that.
Stunt double.
Stunt double.
Well, I was growing up in Southern California, and before there was BMX and before there was X Games and stuff like that, I was building my own BMX bicycles, and we were digging out in the hills, making jumps, and we were skateboarding in abandoned swimming pools, and I did all that when I was a teenager. Growing up in California, and I met a guy that was a juggler, and he kind of got me interested in it, and I'm kind of a product of my environment.
Yeah, there you go.
Growing up in SoCal, surfing, and
Surfing, skateboarding, riding pools.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the
And
juggle.
before you know it, boom.
This seems like a fit.
Now, when did the sideshow moniker hit you?
Well, I was a double act for 20 years, and my partner, he was ready to move on, so we left the show. And
The name of that act was
Hummingbird on the Edge.
Hummingbird on the Edge.
Well,
Right.
my nerves.
So if Perk was going to go off by himself,
Yeah, I didn't want to be. I like juggling, but I can appreciate it, but not everybody can. And so I do more of a variety show, and I just chose to do more variety stunts than just straight up juggling. And so I thought if I use that little moniker, SideShowBert, I could do just about anything I wanted.
Yeah, and when you come see a show, it's truly amazing because it's just plate spinning. He does.
I love that.
Well, yeah, do saw blade spinning and with tracking and sharpshooting
Oh my God.
Yeah.
bounce stunts and.
I gotta follow them.
Yeah, you got to follow that.
Well, Lorenzo and I were
If you
talking.
can.
We were talking
Yeah,
yesterday
right.
about what used to be called a flash act.
Right.
Back in the days of, for you kids at home,
Yes.
vaudeville.
Vaudeville, or even the big variety shows
Burlesque
here in
shows.
Las Vegas, Foley Bergère, the Lido di Paris, even
Yeah.
Enter the Night. Yeah, even
So
even
that's-
today, yeah.
That's a juggler typically, or it could be a magician that doesn't speak, and so it's all about doing things quickly to music
Right.
and wowing the socks off people. And that's great, and I can really appreciate some of the greats, Anthony Gatto for one.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
What about those quick change people?
Chris Primo.
Where they changed their outfit. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
people are still doing that.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. David and Danya.
That's big.
Yeah.
Stoyle,
And,
LA. Yeah.
America's Got Talent did that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
The
but
quick change.
the thing that I have run into is that I would get it after my performances. I'd be out shaking hands and taking photos and stuff, and the wife would say, "Oh, my husband hates jugglers," and I had to drag him in there, kicking and screaming to see the show. But he loved what you do,
Right.
and because I think sometimes people are expecting that music and somebody doing a lot of flash juggling, and not everyone can appreciate it. I sure can.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
it kind of-
But
it
you,
kind of
but
has
you
a
work
flash-
much like in the way that I'm a magician, but I work in the style of a stand-up comedian. You're a juggler, but you work in the style of a stand-up comedian. So the whole show is really a three-headliner comedy show.
But what he's saying is true.
Yes.
I know there were people when I was on ships when it was a juggler performing. They were, you never listen to juggler. They had like a
Right,
bad
yes.
connotation for it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know why, because I think it's talent.
Right. It's just people not knowing.
Well, it's hard to, and it's hard to, people don't know what to expect. If you say they're going to go see a magician,
They know what to expect. But
That's another we've talked about. We have, I think, 32 different magic shows here in Las Vegas.
That's right. That's right.
Tourists must be loving the magic.
That's right. And
We
they
would
We
have
have Copperfield and
and if you're looking for other tricks, they have those here too.
you see,
Come on.
But boom,
those
boom,
cost you a
hey!
little bit more.
and road trip.
You know what did it for me though, I have to tell you. I was a little kid watching TV, and I'll never forget this. The comedian came on,
In Providence.
yeah, in Providence.
Yeah, you watch, but the TV was
I'm
national.
on the floor in Linoleum. Linoleum.
Linoleum, yeah,
Try
right.
saying that 3 times in front of me.
Okay.
The rabbit ears.
Yeah, the rabbit ears, the snow, the whole thing.
some
And
tin
I'm
foil
watching,
on
like Ed Sullivan.
Yes.
And this guy comes out, and he's got this ring on his finger.
Uh-huh.
It's the size of like a softball.
Uh-huh.
Someday I'm going to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
And the guy who was at the ring,
Yeah.
George Kirby.
George Kirby, that's who had the big
George Kirby.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good friends with George Wallace, who's another very
Oh,
funny
George.
Yeah.
Shout out to my friend
We
GW.
love George Wallace. My favorite joke of his is talking about the expression "F you" and the horse you rode in on. He
Okay.
goes, where did that come from? He goes, must have been Paul Revere riding through 2, 3 in the morning. The British, yeah, F you and the horse you rode in on.
My favorite thing, one of my favorite, George is one of the funniest humans on the planet. He says to me that when his black friends say to him that they want to go to Africa, he says, save your money, just go to Atlanta. And no matter where you say you're from, I was there yesterday. I'm going there tomorrow. One of the great ones.
Amazing.
All right, we ready to play the game?
Well, I think so.
Rolling in the aisles. Okay. Lorenzo's favorite sitcom, Hogan's Heroes.
Dun, 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 dun,
So there's-
I wish it was the honeymooners.
When you come back, we'll do the because I love the honeymooners. I love Jackie Gleason.
One of these days, Alice.
To the moon, bang zoom.
Bang, zoom.
Why I oughta.
You know what the problem is? I have a big mouth.
Your mother, Alice, is a blabbermouth. A blabbermouth. Okay. The Hogan's Heroes, the pilot was first aired on September 17th, 1965. The show didn't air in Germany until 1992.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I'm going to ask questions, and you guys say every episode was set in the winter. true or false, true or BS?
I'm gonna say BS.
I say true.
I say true.
True.
Oh.
Every episode was set in the winter because they wanted to show that it was kind of depressing and war was hell.
Interesting.
The tagline that stuck was never meant to stick. True or BS?
What's the
I
tagline?
don't even know.
If you like World War II, you'll love Hogan's Heroes.
I'm gonna go BS.
BS.
This tagline was accidental and originated from when comedian Stan Freberg sarcastically said in a 1965 interview with Bob Crane, "Shall we say if you like World War II, you'll love Hogan's Heroes?" To which Crane replied, "No, let's not say that." I just love this. This is not a true or BS, but I love it. Hogan's Heroes actually came out with an album. I should have asked if they did, but they did.
Wow.
They
I
kept
know Bob Crane was a drummer.
the best of World War II, and some of the songs. I just think this is funny. The Last Time I Saw Paris was one of the songs. The Spring Will Be a Little Bit Late This Year is another song. Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition.
Wow.
And the last one I didn't put all of it. The Nightingale sang in Berkeley Square.
All right.
For you World War II buffs.
Yes.
True or BS, true or brown sugar. The show was inspired by a real life POW camp. True or BS?
True. BS.
True.
True.
True. Hogan's Heroes was loosely based on a real life World War II POW camp called Stalag Luft 3, which was the site of the famous Great Escape.
Yeah.
Yes.
While the show was fictional, its creators drew inspiration from the real life experiences of POWs. Side note, the show was controversial in Germany, as you can well imagine. Hogan's Heroes was criticized in Germany for making light of the Holocaust and portraying Germans as bumbling idiots. It was not broadcast in Germany until 1992, more than 20 years after it had gone off the air.
They have ways of making you laugh.
Yeah, and true or brown sugar, the show was almost canceled after its first season.
True. True.
True.
It is true. Hogan's Heroes struggled in the ratings during its first season, was almost canceled, however, a letter-writing campaign from fans saved the show. True or BS, the outdoor scenes were filmed in California.
True.
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 Like,
I'm doing pretty good on that.
true or brown
Yeah,
sugar?
very
Yeah, too many of you guys aren't
I think
drinking.
you're winning.
This is really a drinking game.
And if you are drinking, maybe we suggest alien tequila.
Yeah.
An abduction in every bottle.
It's out of this world, and Eddie Griffin has deemed it an abduction in every bottle.
They did make a Blanco, by the way.
Oh yes.
Eddie Griffin.
Añejo,
I know
and
Eddie Griffin.
Reposado.
Drinks champagne with tequila.
Ooh.
That's Eddie Griffin's drinking champagne
Isn't
and
that
tequila.
cologne?
Fun.
Champagne and tequila.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't it cologne named Alien? No, seriously. Isn't there a cologne named Alien?
Huh.
That's a question for George Harris.
Yes, we will be asking that.
Yeah,
later.
it's true.
Yes.
It's
true.
Well, all you gotta do is take this behind the ear.
Truth or brown sugar, the creators also made the Andy Griffith Show.
Ooh, I'm gonna say true.
True, but I'm going to say false.
BS.
I'm going to say false.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hogan's Heroes was created by Bernard Fine and Albert S. Ruddy. And if any of you saw The Offer about the making of The Godfather, Albert S. Ruddy was featured. He was the executive producer and produced The Godfather 1, and I don't think he did 2. I don't remember that. Ruddy, who also created the Andy Griffith Show, the two shows were vastly different in tone and subject matter, but both became popular staples of American television. True or brown sugar? The actors were not allowed to perform in other war-related productions.
Well, that would sound like a non-disclosure thing. Yeah, I'd say it's true.
I would say it's true.
It is true.
Uh-huh.
The actors were not allowed to perform in other war-related productions. This prevented them from appearing in movies or TV shows that portray Germans or Nazis in a negative light.
Yes.
Well, God forbid we should show those nasty Nazis.
But if they wanted to be an F troop, could they have done that?
Yeah, maybe.
Or Starlight
We've
17.
never done F Troop. That's another right there.
Well, I always heard that the pitch on this, and this I think I got this in the Robert Evans book, was that the pitch on Hogan's Heroes was a cross between Starlight 17 and Kelly's Heroes.
If you watch The Offer, they actually show Albert Ruddy pitching Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah.
And he pitched something else, and they hated that. He said, well, how about this?
Yeah, how about funny Nazis?
How about funny Nazis? The show set was destroyed after it ended. True or brown sugar?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, I think they kept it. I'd say false.
True. The show set was destroyed after it ended to prevent it from being used in other productions. However, the facade of the Stalag 13 compound was saved and is now on display at a museum.
That's what I meant.
So it's
But
kind of
didn't help Mel Brooks did something with making fun of Nazis.
Well, sure. Yes. And the producers, Spring Time for Hitler.
Yeah, Spring Time for Hitler.
Yeah.
But he also, I think, did a movie with Anne Bancroft where they were singing in German. I can't remember the name of him and her, or she and he, or there was another. Google that.
Yeah, and certainly in Blazing Saddles, there's the great Madeline Kahn number, which goes, I'm tired.
I'm so tired.
So tired, and then they have like little Nazi guys
I'm so tired.
The Prussians, when they come running on with the pointy helmets, and there's like the chorus guys, and they pick her up and take her off. That's a hysterical movie.
And if you watch any of like Blazing Saddles now has a preamble to it where somebody's on television saying, when this movie was made, people weren't woke as they are
That's
now.
right.
There's like a 5-minute.
They weren't woke, and they understood a joke.
Right. They had a sense of humor.
Even
Yes.
Gone with the Wind. There's like
Yes,
you've got to watch
yes.
this preamble to it. Did I say? Can I ask if the show's creator was a former POW?
No, we didn't ask that.
Truth or brown sugar?
I'd say yes.
I'm going to say true.
I'm going to go brown sugar.
SideShow.
True.
True.
It
Show's
is
creator was a
true.
former POW. Bernard Fine, one of the show's creators, was a former POW who had been held in Stalag Luft 3, the same camp that inspired Hogan's Heroes. True or brown sugar? The show's characters were named after the writer's friends.
True.
Sounds logical.
I'm going to say brown sugar.
I'll say true.
Look.
The character in Hogan's Heroes were named after the writer's friends and acquaintances. For example, Colonel Hogan was named after a friend of Bernard Fine's, and Sergeant Schultz was named after a childhood friend of Albert S. Ruddy's. That's all the questions I have on Hogan's Heroes.
All right.
And I think we covered it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday starting tonight.
Tonight, here at the Ahern Hotel, the luxury boutique hotel on Sahara, across from the Sahara Hotel, right next to the Golden Steer, which if you're looking for a great steakhouse, is Joe's Chop House. Because Golden Steer takes a long time, it's old school, whatever. But Joe's Chop House is brand new and really, really, really great food. So,
Are tickets
Probably
available
a
at the door?
fraction of the price of the gold.
Can people buy
Yes.
tickets at the door?
yes, they can.
Or you can go to Eventbrite.
Yes, you go to Eventbrite or Vegas.com. If you buy your tickets on Vegas.com, please leave us a 5-star review.
September 1st, again, Ryan Ahern's going to be here putting on a concert
Yes.
in the Center Bar. Did I say it right?
It was the center stage.
Center Stage.
The new
Bar.
center stage venue with the great Ryan Ahern, and then of course September 16th, Paul Rodriguez. Then October 18th, Ryder B and the Master, or Ryder B and the Skeletons.
You were talking about that.
Yes,
Like Donnie was.
the teenage prodigy rock star sensation Steven Tyler has personally.
He's like 10 years old.
Yeah, he's 10 years old, and Steven Tyler has branded this kid as the new rock star. He goes to the James Cameron Special School in Malibu for gifted kids, and he's a real rock star. And he's been on Kelly Clarkson's show. He's got a national AT&T commercial happening, and he will be here October 18th in honor of Halloween. Ryder B and the Skeletons on the big stage.
And
downstairs.
Jackie the Joke Man Martling.
Jackie the Joke Man
October
Martling is
10th,
coming.
11th, and 12th.
Jackie will have batteries in him.
We'll have batteries.
Yes.
We'll have batteries way before that, and hopefully Jackie will be here on the podcast.
This Saturday, 4 o'clock, Fielding West, birthday spectacular. And, every week we do a different show. And in this case, we're doing 2 different shows and 3 for Sunday with Ryan's show. So there's a lot of entertainment here at the Ahern Hotel.
More than
great
ever.
food and free parking. You can't beat it.
And smoke-free.
Friendly stuff.
Family friendly.
Smoke-free,
Yes.
non-gaming property, conveniently located. And this guy, Lorenzo Clark, doing magic, doing
That's right.
comedy.
That's
does
right.
it all.
That's
It's
right.
all
Mr.
right
SideShowBert.
Does it all.
And the Regine.
And then we got SideShowBert, and we got everything going on here. It's going to be great.
So we hope to see you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Jonathan Scott. If you got a little note, you can send me an email at news1lasvegas@gmail.com. News, the number 1, not spelled out. gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue my drinking, continue my weekend, and I hope to see you here at Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank